Zelenskyy announces, "Rich September. Ukraine will be heard by Global South."
Here's a summary of the article.
Quote from Zelenskyy. "We have already started preparing a productive September for Ukraine. We are preparing Ukraine's participation in international events, including the UN General Assembly. The next summit of First Ladies and Gentlemen is a way to build up Ukraine's soft power." Details. Zelenskyy thanked the United States for the decision against Russian individuals and legal entities involved in the abduction of Ukrainian children from the occupied territory. It is noted that Zelenskyy's team is working on similar steps in other countries. For reference, Global South is a neologism that refers to countries that the World Bank considers low or middle income in Asia, Africa, Latin America, and the Caribbean. Ukrainska Pravda is the place where you will find the most up-to-date information about everything related to the war in Ukraine.
This post received a score of 6,700, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
WTF is this article?
It was written in Ukrainian and translated via Google Translate or something. It's just giving some upcoming non-war priorities for Ukraine. I'm pretty sure the Global South will hear us. Just means they'll attempt to make some agreements with African countries that may be souring on their relationships with Russia. That's my assumption, but anyone with more knowledge on it can correct me.
Original UA version says "Powerful September," in the sense that there will be powerful international political activity directed toward Global South. Whatever the hell Global South means, I'm not sure. This is poorly translated, yes, but the source material doesn't make much sense either. Bunch of populism, and, as evidenced by top upvoted comments in this thread, populism that is apparently needed and highly appreciated.
Usually refers to Central and South America, Africa, and South Asian countries. It's a term that pops up with BRICS lately due to a fair few of those countries joining with it, along with China, India, SA, and Brazil generally being considered the notable Global South countries.
It's no wonder why the right wing in America despise this guy. He is trying to build up his country with cooperation and commitment to end from his country, not trying to break it down and break away. He has true command presence, no need to take it and pretend to be a tough guy. He shows up on the front line for his troops, he doesn't disparage them.
When Tucker Carlson is speaking the same lines about international conflicts as Venezuela and North Korea, you ought to know there is something very rotten going on. What is it about Zelenskyy that the guy fears?
Greater than what is it about Zelenskyy that the guy fears? He's at war with Tucker's puppet master.
I remember when Republicans proudly displayed, "I'd rather be Russian than a Democrat." I remember when Republicans proudly carried Nazi and Confederate flags during their January 6th attack on the Capitol while wearing Camp Auschwitz t-shirts.
They still do, but they used to too.
Mitch, edited to say Hedberg.
Miss the man. Remember the legend.
Opposition to Russia's invasion of Ukraine seems to be primarily a First World thing. Countries not part of the First World seem far less united in opposing Russia. Of course, Russia is in the wrong. But a large percentage of the world's population appears to be living in a different reality altogether.
Is not that there's less union or opposition does not exist. Developing countries have far more problems to worry about than a war far away. I am Colombian. We are aware of the war and pretty much everyone agrees Putin is a sick bastard and hopes Ukraine does well, but it also seems very far away and unimportant compared to all the other problems there are in the country.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.